Hello everyone, my name is Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is October 30th, 2022. October's almost finished. And we're waiting for a big move in Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market, right? A big move given that we are already impulsive. Okay, we're likely already in an impulse. We've been moving up. We obviously will incur some intra-wave corrections, but in that movement up, right, we are expecting at least one more big move in Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency markets. All right, so that's what we're going to look at today, and we're going to start off with the DXY as per usual, right? And this is why, for those of you who don't know, this is why the stream is scheduled for Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is when the DXY opens, all right? Why the DXY? Why are we looking at the DXY? I thought this was a crypto show. It is indeed, but the DXY is the market mover. It is the asset, the dollar, the US dollar currency index. It's what moves not only crypto, but also traditional markets as well. So you can see here, the dollar jumped up, okay? We gapped up from Friday evening, or Friday, close of business on Friday, right? Until today, right now, right? Just a few minutes ago, we gapped up. Okay, this is actually a great sign. Why? When do you gap up? You gap up when you're moving up, but actually, if you expect the price or the asset to move down, you do want to gap up, because typically what happens is gaps are filled. So if you gap up, you're going to come back down and fill it. That's likely what happens. That's usually what happens, right? So on the 4-hourly time frame, you can see we're completely overbought, okay? We have this move right here that is pretty much out of steam. We moved up. Now we're looking for that move down. And this would be our big move in crypto and in Bitcoin, okay? So it's looking good on the DXY. On the hourly, it's looking good. It looks like you're at some sort of resistance, okay? And that, at least even in the short term, let's actually go on an even smaller time frame. Let's go on a 15-minute time frame. And you can see on the 15-minute time frame, whatever's going on here looks like a bunch of consolidations, right? A bunch of corrective patterns. Like, you can say it's 2 degrees of AB basing, okay? It's likely. So this would be 1, 2, 3. This would be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's big A, big B. Maybe this is small a, small b, and then this is the first impulse down and out, perhaps, okay? And what you're seeing here, this gap up, is just wave 2. Okay, let's measure that really quickly. If that were the case, then this would be the start, maybe over here. Okay, that is literally right on the dot on the 618. So that's possible. I don't know if it's actually the case, okay, what's going on, but that's possible. That basically what you're seeing here is the first impulse down and out of this range right here. Let's try that again. Okay, the first impulse down and out of this range, and then wave 2 correction, and then you're going to get wave 3 and 4, and then you're going to keep going down, right? You're just basically going to continue your impulsive move down from over here, okay? So this is your impulse. This seems to be like a counter, okay? And then this is a consolidation, and then you can continue to go down. Okay, that's just my hunch. That's my read. Okay, that's a likely scenario on the DXY. But in any case, right? Long story short, the DXY is looking bearish. It's looking like it's at resistance. It's definitely not looking like it wants to go much higher. So that's a great sign. Okay. Now let's go to Bitcoin. See, there's a comment. Maurice says the DXY needs to break below 90 for Christmas. Oh yeah, the DXY needs to go to 0 for all I care. It can come back up after crypto. It can come back up later so that I can actually have some dollars to spend. But yeah, the DXY can go to hell for all I care. I don't know when it's going to go down, but I definitely see it going down to the region I've shown the box down here, right? Which is essentially the beginning of this rising wedge. But yeah, I think the DXY is going, the first target, the first major target on the high time frame is between 98 and 99. I definitely see this. I think it's very, very likely. All right, let's see. Okay, great. Let's start with this. Okay, let's start with an altcoin. Okay, we're going to get into Bitcoin, obviously, but let's start with an altcoin. Okay, so I'm looking at XRP. This is like the only trade that I have that has yet to go into profit, because XRP is just kind of, well, it's been kind of consolidating here. It's the only leverage trade that I have that's yet to be into profit. It's been in profit and then gone out of profit, been in profit, gone out of profit. What I'm waiting for is to lock in profits by setting my stops in profit, but we haven't gone high enough for me to do that. And this yellow mark, right, for 49.13 is where I'm personally going to be kind of stress-free in this trade, where it's a win-win no matter what happens. So that's my personal situation with this. This is why I'm focused on XRP a little more than usual these days, just because this is like the last one. And what am I drawing here on the small time frame? This is a rising wedge, but it's not a very strong pitch, meaning it's not one of those rising wedges that's like super steep. Okay, so what might happen is that you get a retracement like we're getting down here, but just to the 0.618 of this rise. Okay, what's also possible is that we come all the way back down to the beginning where we formed the wedge. Okay, I'm prepared for both, but in any case, what's going to happen likely is this is the final move before this finally goes. Okay, so that's XRP. Let's go into Bitcoin. It's called the daily Bitcoin update, not the daily XRP update. And on the hourly time frame, Bitcoin's been kind of boring. Okay, but we expect that, right? We expect that the weekend is uneventful. Well, let's be specific. We expect Saturday to be uneventful, okay? Because the DXY doesn't really trade until Sunday evening right now. So right now is when you can expect things to start happening in the market. And personally, my read is that we are in wave 4. Or actually, we either are in wave 4 or just finished wave 4. Judging by the momentum indicator right here on the 4-hourly time frame, I think I think it's more than likely that this wave 4 already printed and finished. Okay, actually, this is a little complicated. I think this, okay, you know what I want to say? I want to say that this all is a wave 4 and that you're going to get a running flat here. So you can come down a little more. I do not see this, judging by this momentum indicator, I do not see this coming down all the way here. But I would not be surprised if we came down a little bit more and formed, like I said, a running flat, really bullish sort of flat correction, okay? Still, you have an aspect of it that's quite sharp, and that's good because you have some alternation here, because this is a very shallow wave 2, okay, as far as wave 2s are concerned. And this one component, at least one component of this wave 4 correction is sharp, even though in aggregate it's a flat, okay? And why do I think that this is what's going on, as opposed to wave 4 already being done down here, and then this being wave 1 and wave 2 of the expanded wave 5, which is still possible, but I think unlikely, and here's why. Jump down into the hourly time frame, and you can see that if this is a wave 1, wave 2 situation, first of all, this is a quite corrective wave, impulsive wave. It just looks corrective to me. It does not look fully impulsive. That's number one, okay? You know, it's based right here, and then it goes up quite moderately, stops at resistance, right? So it doesn't seem to me like it's fully impulsive right here. And the other thing I don't like about it is that if this were a wave 1, wave 2 situation, it wouldn't necessarily work with the time, right? Because right here, this wave 1 took 22 hours, and already this wave 2 has taken substantially longer, right? That's already 36 hours, right? Yeah, 36 hours. So 22 hours, 36 hours. I don't like it. It just doesn't seem likely, okay? There's too much discrepancy in terms of time for this to be of the same degree. For whatever this is and that to be of the same degree. So I think what's going on here is that you're getting some sort of complex correction, which you expect in wave 4, right? So this is a W, 3 wave. This is a X, and then this is a Y. Or actually, this is a Y. It's an ending diagonal Y, and that is also something that you expect in a very bullish correction, right? An ending diagonal, typically when you have what you call a running flat, that the impulsive portion, the impulsive leg of the running flat is an ending diagonal. So I think this is what we're getting here. Okay. So that's my best read. And if we drop down, let's see if we can't try and count this as an ending diagonal here. And then all of this makes sense in terms of timing as well, because right when you have price that is seemingly like frozen in time, that is a corrective move. You're definitely in correction, right? If we are already in impulse, there's no way things would go so slowly, right? It's 22 hours up, 22 hours down, and you continue the impulse. That's part of what makes impulsive price action impulsive. That's the definition. It's just boom, 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 right? Corrective price action, especially complex corrective price action, is just, you're like, is price, did Bitcoin get unplugged or something like that? It just, nothing moves. That's exactly what you see in these complex corrections. So that's I think the more likely read, the complex correction here, okay? And so let's, like I said, count this ending diagonal, and every ending diagonal is going to be a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, okay? So let's get this out. Again, it's complex. It has to be, it's impulsive, even though it's a diagonal, because it's the last move, okay? It's the last move of the impulse. So 3 waves down, 3 waves up. I think this wave 3 is complex right here. Okay, do you see that? Do you see that? It's right here. A, B, C. I'll show you in a second if you don't see it. And then one. Let's see. Let's see. A, B, C. I'd say 4 is like this, and then 5. This is 5. Okay, that's my best read on the price action, right? It's just ending diagonal. So you're getting something like this. And this kind of works thus far with the support and resistance of the diagonal. You see that? That's what I'm seeing. Something like that. Okay. But you see this? 3 waves, 3 waves. Here, the wave 3 is the longest, which you should expect even in a diagonal. It's composed like this. A, here's A right here, 1, 2, 3. Here's B, 1, 2, 3. Here's C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a really nice one. I'm married to that read right there. I like that. Sometimes the read is like, this has to be right. And then 4 is boom, boom, boom. And then 5, something like this. Yeah? But yeah, ending diagonal. That's what I'm seeing. Okay? So I think, you know, you might get a little bit of retracement down a little bit, right? And at the end of the day, what you're forming is some sort of inverse head and shoulders, right? Let's actually draw that up properly. Let me check. Okay, let me check XRP real quick. Okay, cool. So you're wicking below this.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Okay, this is an ending diagonal in XRP as well. Okay, you can see it if you look. I mean, it's not that hard to see, but that's basically what it is. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, something like that. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of going on throughout the market. We're going to look at other assets too, I promise. But yeah, let's just stick on Bitcoin real quick. Let's finish this read. So that's the Elliott wave analysis on the small time frames. On the higher time frame, like I said, this all comes out to be a very nice... Let me see if I can't find it. Come on. Let's see if we can't find it. Does everybody know where this is? I always lose this. I've got it starred, so it should be easier to find. It's not here. Nope, not there. Where is it? It's gotta be here. I'm looking for the head and shoulders tool. Fuck. Where the hell is it? I know it's close by. No, it's not there. Okay, let's go and... How does it hide from me so well? I use this thing I don't use the head and shoulders every day, but I use freaking TradingView every day. How... Some of these tools are like ninjas, the way they hide. They hide in plain sight. Oh, here. I promise I opened that before and I didn't see it. And that's the hiding in plain sight that I'm talking about. Okay. I would say something like this. Left shoulder. say head, bottom of wave 4 right here, because I'm almost positive you're getting a running flat. You're getting a running flat. This is not coming down all the way. So a running flat would effectively yield a slanted inverse head and shoulders, okay? But still, it's quite bullish, and that's what I'm seeing. Because once you start to matriculate upwards and break the upper resistance of this falling wedge, right, you get up to here. And then once you break this, obviously, you start to go in that direction, okay? So that's what I'm seeing on Bitcoin on the smaller time frame. We'll see how that plays out, but I would not be surprised if that read was correct, okay? Maybe come down a little more to this area right here before finding some support. And our momentum indicator on the 15-minute time frame saying as much. Hourly time frame momentum indicators oversold as well. 4 hourly oversold. So like all the momentum indicators are pretty much saying on the small time frame and the higher time frame, it's time to find support. We're crossing bullish, although in overbought territory, but crossing bullish on the daily time frame. Okay, so let's stay on the small time frame. Whoops. Let's stay on the small time frame and see. But we should find support at some point around here. Okay, start to do a consolidation reversal of some sort. Okay. What's XRP doing? Also similar, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you could just read a bunch of ending diagonals here in the market. So let's go and try to count this out. Remember, ending diagonal is a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. If you don't know or you're unsure, you know, this is how you get better. This is essentially... Okay, where is this? Kindle. Shame what happened in Korea. That sucks. Okay. Let's just check. Okay. So let's... Okay, ending diagonal, yeah? So this is what you want to do. I think you don't get any better by not being precise and not making sure you know your shit. So again, ending diagonal is the 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Steve Sinclair tells you about it right here. Typically get it at the end of wave 5 or wave C. In our case, it's wave C because it's a corrective wave, okay? And then it tells you the general guidelines of an ending diagonal, but, you know, whoops. You can read about it here, okay? And then you have examples, right? This is how you want to study. I mean, right, I think this is how you want to study and how you want to get better. You not only use it in actual, like, your trading, but then you brush up and you make sure, like, because I've seen some shit, like, where you have quote-unquote professional traders, people who take people's money saying that they're pro Elliottians, and they don't have good fundamentals, and that's not what you want. If you don't want to be like that, just make sure you always go back and make sure, okay, I'm not just experiencing this and seeing this in my practice, but also I'm looking this up to make sure people before me who know their stuff, you know, kind of saw the same things, and, you know, you kind of always go back to your fundamentals, you know, your reference manuals. So my favorite reference manuals are these two, right? The Elliott Wave Principles by Prechter and Frost, as well as Elliott Waves Made Simple by Steve Sinclair. And again, you'll see the same thing. Ending diagonals here, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. You'll see examples, and, you know, you'll see an explanation of what ending diagonals typically look like and how they act and all that stuff. So I highly recommend that if you're serious. If you're just fucking around, then whatever. But if you're serious, always go back to your reference manuals. Okay, so let's try and count this ending diagonal in XRP. XRP. I got 5 figures. By the way, if you're like, why is he so big? Like, I got 5 figures in XRP, and this is literally my last big leveraged trade that I haven't haven't secured stops into profit. So I'm highly focused on winning this trade and making this entry perfect. I think 3 is boom, boom, something like this, right? 4, oh, very beautiful, very beautiful. Just keep reading, I promise. It looks like garbage in the beginning, but the more you read, the more clear things are. Like I see 1, 2, 3, okay, 1, 2, 3, and then this wave 3 is 1. It actually has the B wave is pretty gnarly. It's like all of this. It's a triangle. The B wave is an ascending triangle or descending triangle. I don't know, but it's a triangle. Do you see that? The B wave of 3. It's wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. It goes like that. Okay, it's a complex correction. Wave 3 is typically the longest wave. It has to be the longest. Can't be no, it doesn't have to be the longest. It just can't be the shortest. But it's typically the longest. Wave 4 is crazy, complex correction, and then wave 5 is just nice and simple. Wave down. Okay, you kind of saw the same thing in Bitcoin, but again, this is an ending diagonal. This is very bullish. You only print ending diagonals in wave C when price wants to get it all. Basically, what's an ending diagonal? Ending diagonal is price wanting to do all of its work in a concerted fashion. So if you're in an uptrend and your corrective waves end in ending diagonals, that's basically price saying, I want to do all of this price action in the most concerted way possible because I want to minimize the downside. Does that make sense? It's just really, really bullish. It's basically, think about in terms of orders, buys and sells. There's too many buy orders for the sell orders to really stretch out. Okay? And so that's a very, very nice flat correction right here. Okay, so whatever this is some sort of advanced, and this is some sort of flat correction, I think. Okay, so if you were to take your Fibonacci retracement from here to here, you can see it's respecting the 382 to 618. Okay, this flat correction right here. These are advanced reads. They're advanced, not impossible though. Okay, they're advanced, not impossible. You keep reading charts. You do it just like you do anything regularly. It starts to make sense. Is it gonna be that you're always right and you never make mistakes? Absolutely not. But more often than not, you'll have a good idea as to what's going on in the market. It's not going to be easy to be confused. Like, it's very seldom, if you guys follow my work, very seldom I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. Sometimes it happens, but seldom. A lot of times I have an idea, right? May not be right, but I have an idea. And it's a decent idea in terms of, like, what is likely going on. Again, Dogecoin is correcting quite a lot, but we expect that. And actually, would not be surprised if Dogecoin put in a proper correction all the way down here to retest this as support before moving back up. Okay? Just be careful with Dogecoin getting into at the top. Obviously, it's not the top. This is still the bottom of the market. But relatively speaking, right? If you're like on a high leverage trade, you want to be careful because you went up, you're correcting. Maybe you go up here, but eventually, I would not be surprised to come back, test this resistance, the top of this range as support. Okay, we're jumping around a little bit today, but it's okay. We're gonna get everything. We're gonna get through everything. Let's check back in with the DXY. What the hell is it doing? All right, 15-minute time frame. Okay, Okay, so far our thesis of this being a wave 1, wave 2 being respected. Okay, we're getting rejection at that 618. So maybe that's the case. I'm not exactly sure, but maybe that's the case. I mean, it looks likely. And the other thing that's sort of likely about it is the fact that our momentum indicator right here on the 15-minute time frames topped out. It's overbought. So, okay, that's the DXY. Let's pop into Bitcoin dominance. Okay, what do we want to see with Bitcoin dominance? As I've said many times, you want to see Bitcoin dominance nuke. Okay, in a bull market, crypto bull market, you want to see Bitcoin dominance nuke, and that's looking good. Okay, you hit this target right here. Remember, rising wedges target where the rising wedge began. Okay, only exception is if it's a rising wedge in an uptrend, then what you're going to see is that rising wedge break down only to the 0.618 of that uptrend, consolidate and continue. And that's what I was talking about in XRP, if you remember, right? I said, oh, XRP can break down all the way down to where the rising wedge started, or it can hit, between the 382 and the 618 of the rising wedge and then continue to go up. And that's exactly what happened. Okay, if this was corrective, what you would see is what you're seeing in Bitcoin dominance. Okay, you're coming down to the 0 point or where the rising wedge started. If it's impulsive, right, a leading diagonal type move, you're going to get some sort of support in this region, which you're getting for continuation. Okay, so that's just a quick observation. But yeah, this hit its target, did intra-wave retracement, likely to continue, overbought on the stochastic RSI on the 4-hourly time frame, looking beautiful for continuation. Next big move is likely down for this, which is perfect because that means next big move for Bitcoin and alts are up. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Very few people that I've seen that I followed and listened to intently when I was first coming into crypto really understand what the hell Bitcoin dominance is. They think that Bitcoin dominance needs to go up because Bitcoin is their favorite coin or something. It's just kind of silly. Alright. I'm checking the score to the Warriors-Pistons game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Warriors are my team. Steph Curry's my guy. I love Jordan Poole and Draymond Green. He pisses me off, but he's on my team. And yeah, it looks like we're playing well. We're up on the Pistons. We had a tough loss yesterday, so I think we're angry. We lost in overtime to the Charlotte Hornets without LaMelo Ball. Anyway, we're doing well. Everything's going well. Thanks for asking. Algo looks like it is bouncing hard. Okay, this is another one of my leverage trades, but it's already in profit. So like this is one of my trades that I got on. I actually got on this trade during one of the live streams, if you guys remember. But in any case, this is a leveraged trade, highly leveraged, 5-figure trade that I'm riding for 6 months, thereabouts, 4 to 6 months, whenever the top of the bull market is. So I'm excited. But yeah, expect to see this kind of reaction throughout the crypto market. You already see, algo in our watch list is going up. We can just look at that. We're not going to go in order today. We're just going to do whatever. So it hit its wave 4. Okay, and this is basically en route to its wave 5. Do you see that? So that wave 4 was finished over here, and then it just kept going up. And it's going to continue its way in some way, somehow, to its target in wave 5. So that's algo. Telcoin seems to be going. Let's see. Yeah. Looks good for continuation right here. You had this ending diagonal once again. Okay, and then you pop out to start your impulse. You have your flat correction, and now you're continuing your trend. Okay, perfect. Okay, XRP is bouncing pretty hard. You're almost getting a bullish engulfing candle on the 15-minute time frame. Bullish engulfing is basically like your previous candle was bearish, and then the next candle coming out, right, is bullish, and it's so bullish that it covers, it engulfs the previous candle. So that's a really good sign for bullishness. On the hourly time frame, it just looks like a big bounce. And guys, look at this. Look at this. Right where we said it would bounce. This is the power of technical analysis and, simple technical analysis, support and resistance. Actually, support and resistance is quite simple. The Elliott wave ending diagonal here was a little more complex. But essentially, mix of the two, we got exactly where, this was a thesis, that we're in an ending diagonal, that we were going to bounce off of this support. And that's exactly where we bounced. Guys, shout out to technical analysis, right? Technical analysis. Beautiful. Let's see. Celtics are pissed. They're killing the Wizards. I'm just looking at my trades right now. Or my trade right now. Sorry, 1 second. Guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing really well. Okay, I have options right now. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Okay, there's a few things I might want to do right now. But I want to be very cautious here. I don't want to jump the gun. I may want to add to my margin. Or not add to my margin, add to my position size. Or I may just leave it as is. What do we want to do? Let's wait a little bit. I want to be 100% sure, or as close to 100% sure that this is going to break up and out of this rising wedge before I start playing with my margin. So I want to see more. If this happens, if we break, retest, I'm adding here. Okay, so let's put that in now. Okay, in case this happens on stream or out, I'm gonna put an alarm on this line. And I'm already in this trade, by the way. It's just I may want to add to it. So once this hits and breaks, I want to add to position. And I want once per minute. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Young Dasa says Zcash king, the king of Zcash. Alright, added. We'll have a look. But yeah, things should be bouncing now. Bitcoin seems to be bouncing. Bitcoin didn't hit where we thought it would hit, but maybe this is more like something like this. Okay. any case. We read Bitcoin. Let's read Cardano again. Same shit. I love crypto. It's easy in that you just make one or two reads, and then the rest is kind of just, it's monkey see, monkey do. The whole market, the whole crypto market's kind of on a string. So here, this is an ending diagonal as well that you're getting. So you just see a bunch of ending diagonals, guys, which is really, really bullish. Why is it bullish? For those reasons I mentioned. You're making your way down in as a concerted way as possible. Okay? Let's see. So yeah, you see this is, do you see what ADA's printing? I mean, do you see how bullish this is? Three waves. Very clearly, unmistakably, unimpeachably, three waves. Okay? Stevie Wonder could count 3 waves here. Like, there's no ambiguity. This is not a 5-wave move. It's a 1, 2, 3 wave affair. And then this is your ending diagonal. That is super bullish. That is the definition of a leading. I want to get into the position right now. Sometimes I talk myself up, right? Do you see what I mean? This is the definition. This is textbook running flat. Like, the flat correction can't wait. It's not going to wait until it comes down all the way over here. It's not going to do that. It's just going to consolidate here. It's going to do its business, turn around, and boom. There's your 3-wave move, right? Most flat corrections that you see in the wild do this. And actually, expanded flats you see. But even in expanded flats, and expanded flat is when your B wave comes up past here, because this is your A wave, this is your B wave, and your B wave breaks the plane of the A wave, then it's officially a running flat. So running flat plus a concerted ending diagonal in C is what you get in a running flat, rather. Okay, so this is really, really, really bullish, and you can again go back into your reference books and read about running flats, read about why they're bullish, read about what they look like, all that stuff. That's how you get better. You don't just read and trade, but you read the charts and trade. You read the charts and you go back to your basics and you make sure that you understand what's happening. All of this action makes me want to add to my position now. I'm kind of that trader. Like, I'm a discretionary rule-based trader. I have a bunch of rules, and I use my instinct too and my reads, and I'm looking throughout the market, and I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see what's going on right here. Yeah, I really like what's going on in the market, but no, I'm going to not get too excited, and I'm gonna wait. And even if I get in, again, if I add later than usual, then I'm fine with that. But if stuff starts to pump, then it'll just hit my alarm, okay? Again, Polkadot, extremely bullish. Just a bunch of running flats. Running flats. You see this. This is right here, your first wave, your initial break of structure targeting wave 4 of the previous trend. This is your B wave, and then this is your extremely, it's like, okay, I have to go down. Is there any way I can go down without going down? Yeah, just print an ending diagonal. Okay, say less. That's exactly what you see here. That's this price action. And, I mean, in Elliott Wave, we have the tools to be able to read all of this. Okay, this makes sense. Not every toolbox gives you the tools to be able to make sense of what this means in context. Okay, impulse and then a bunch of shit, but this is extremely legible in Elliott wave theory. All right, it's a running flat correction. That's what it is. ABC. It looks like a lot more, but it's not. And actually, this is about to pop, because you can see here. you're getting close to the top of this resistance here. Okay, I didn't draw it perfectly, but you can see it's about to pop out. Okay, that's dot. Ethereum, same thing, running flat, ending diagonal. And let's see. That's your... No, this is a little different. This is a 333. WXY, XZ, and then you made a rounded bottom here with your consolidation reversal, okay? That's not a running flat, but it's a 333. It's a WXY, XZ, okay? That's Ethereum. Reserve rights. Some sort of... That's definitely corrective pattern. It looks like all corrective pattern. That looks like big A. That looks like big B, and then small a is this zigzag. I think that's what it is. That's all you get. It hasn't entered impulsive price action yet, but it's going into impulsive price action. Things are bullish. Things are very bullish right here. Synthetics, you got 5 waves up, 3 waves down in a zigzag. And now you're continuing, quite simply. Okay? Measure that if you want to. Take your Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom of this to the top right here. And you can see you're respecting the 0618 right there. Boom. And that's your turnaround. This is great. This is a great entry. I'm getting more and more bullish. I want to enter. I'm going to enter right here. You see how I talk myself up, guys? I'm my worst... Well, I'm not my worst enemy, to be honest. Like, I win a lot of trades. I lose some, but I win a lot more than I lose. All right, let's do this. Let's remove... Let's move that much. And then let's add it. Okay. And then... sorry, I'm just putting this trade in. I'm going to put another trade in real quick. But a spot trade. Okay. I'm going to leave that as is. And I'm going to put the spot trade in later. I'm going to put the spot trade in late. Okay, cool. I like that. Perfect. I like it. I love it. Okay. Still practicing good risk management. And then I'm going to... Yeah, once I hit this and break this, then and retest this, I'm going to take the rest of the margin out, move the stops up. Or no, let me just remove this. Wait patiently. I'm going to remove this. No, I don't want to remove that. I want to remove the alarm. How do I do that? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try one more time. If I can't do it, I'm just gonna leave it. F it. Alright, whatever. It's not that important. I'll let it ring and then I'll snuff it out once it goes. Alright, looks like there are a few comments. Crypto Burger says, my XRP is crypto gold, my Ethereum is pumping, my Dogecoin is mooning, my shitcoins are banging, my bone is swanging. Even got my pet NFT Shiboshi's hanging, and that's how my crypto jewels jangling. That is an epic comment. by Crypto Burger. That is epic. It's hilarious. Yeah, we're bullish. We're bullish. All right, we were on synthetics. We hit synthetics. That was like a zigzag. Perfect. VRA. That's definitely whatever this is. Actually, it could very well be. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to bother. This could be a 5 waves up, 3 waves down. Just in terms of the time it takes, this could be impulsive. A wave 1, wave 2 situation. Or it can be a zigzag. It doesn't really matter. But it looks like it's going to continue like this. That's what it looks like. Okay. It looks like a lot of... this looks really messy, but if you really look at it, this looks like a triangle. This looks like a bull flag, right? An impulse followed by 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and then a breakout. That's what it looks like. The more you read, the more things stop looking like garbage, and they hurt your eyes. Like, I promise, I started doing analysis or studying analysis in books, and everything was so clean. Like 5 waves up, 3 waves down. Never looks like that. Well, seldom ever looks like it. Sometimes it does. Most of the time, it looks like this. And your eyes are like, what the hell is that? And then the more you look at it, the more it makes sense. All right, this Zilliqa looks to me like you're in an impulse already, and then this is just an intra-wave move right there. That's what it looks like. This looks like intra-wave. It does not look like a wave 2 correction. Probably like a wave 4 correction. Yeah. This looks like a wave 1, wave 2 situation. This looks like a wave 3, wave 4 situation. Okay? And because these are equidistant right here, same size, and this wave 4 is relatively deep, this is a leading diagonal. You guys see that? This is textbook leading diagonal. Boom, 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 boom. Expect wave 5 to be the 1 to 3 retracement of wave 4, targeting the phi ratio 1.618 of 1 to 3 at the minimum. So you can expect Zilliqa to go like this. And this is minimum. It doesn't mean it has to do, but by and large, this has been measured for 50 plus years, right? We're expecting this 3.7 cent target for Zilliqa at the very least. Could it go higher? Yes, but that's when leading diagonals lead to expanded or extended waves 5. That's what they hit, and all of this is based off of people looking at charts like we do, like sickos, day in and day out, and measuring these things, and they write books on them, and that's why you read those books and you study what people have found, the patterns they've found. So wouldn't be surprised if Zilliqa comes up here at this obvious resistance level. Boom! In just one leg, right? Because that would be an extended wave 5. And that would be a 20% move, which is not even crazy. But that's a minimum. Could it go higher? Absolutely. Ravane. Okay, that's a wave 1, wave 2 situation. You don't even have to look too hard, right? It's an ugly wave 5. Actually, wait. Leading diagonal again. That's wave 1. I don't know. It could be corrective. I don't know. It doesn't matter. it is looking like basically you broke this resistance, you're retesting it as support, and you're going to continue. Okay, when it gets really hairy and hard to read, just rely on support and resistance. Fall back on the basics. Kadena, that to me, quick and easy read, is a wave 1, wave 2 situation. Continuation for wave 3. Yeah. The timing works, right? The time it took to go up in 5 waves, the time it took to go down in 3 waves. That, to me, seems likely. Litecoin, small time frame, wave 1, wave 2 situation for the same reasons I just stated for Kadena. Actually, I retract that. Running flat. Another running flat. This is the impulse, and this is the correction. Those two are the same degree, judging by the price and size, or price and time. Dogecoin, like I said, I wouldn't get into any leverage trades on this until it came back down to support. But, I mean, it could continue to go from here, but I would not feel comfortable getting in on leverage trade. Spot trade, absolutely. Spot trade, whatever. Anywhere around here, you're fine. Even if you experience a small drawdown, you're good. You're still at relative bottom of the market. But leverage trade, I'd be careful. Let's see. All right. Dodo. I think this is a wave 1, wave 2 situation. They're both kind of same time. And then this is, as you can see, a type of running flat. So everything's really bullish because everything's in a running flat correction. Okay, algo we already looked at. It's already starting to go up from where it was. It's a little bit ahead. Most of the rest of the market that we looked at in this watch list, they're over here somewhere. Algo's already started going up from there. Telcoin, I think we already looked at this. Looks 1, 2. Yeah, that looks like wave 1, wave 2. Actually, wave 2. Yeah, wave 1, wave 2. Those are kind of took the same amount of time. We looked at XRP already. Just have a quick check-in. Okay. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. Zcash. Let's zoom out for a second. I just never understood why some traders, especially people who use Market Cipher, will use like the 7-minute chart and like the 3 hour and 54-minute chart, and it's just weird time frames. I just never understood that. Zcash. Okay, support and resistance. That's the easiest thing right here. This was some sort of pattern. You broke it, you retest it, you continue. Okay, that's my support and resistance. And you've already done that retest in what seems to be some sort of running flat correction. Okay, running flat correction is basically when that last wave doesn't reach where that A wave inflected into B wave. Okay, that's really, really bullish. The entire market seems to be pervaded with this running flat correction. In terms of Elliott wave theory, I would say my hunch is this is corrective right here. It's a 5-wave move up. Sorry, this is a. It has to be a 5-wave move up. Can't be 3-wave move up. Oh no. Yeah. Okay, this is what it is. That's what I'm reading. 5, 3, 5. Okay, let's see. Does that make sense? No, this is clearly 2. If this is a flat correction, clearly doesn't take as long. But then it could have started here. Oh, okay. I get it. This is a 1, 2. No, it's too steep. It can't be. This is corrective. Okay. This is corrective. Okay, so I'm seeing 5, 3, okay, and then 5. So that's your zigzag completed. But then you have another B wave pivot. So you're pretty much putting in a sequence of zigzags. So 5 waves, 3 waves, 5 waves, 3 waves. You're going impulsive. Okay, that's my best read for the reasons I just stated. Anything else, guys? Any other assets you want me to look at? If not, I think I'm just going to call it a stream. Keep it short and sweet. Just a quick look back at the DXY. DXY looks like it's having trouble with that 0618 level, which is what we love to see. Our momentum indicator is crossing bearish. Perfect. 15-minute time frame looks nice and bearish. Hour time frame looks nice and bearish. 4-hourly time frame looks nice and bearish. Okay, let's go back on the hour. Bitcoin dominance. We want to see that dump, and that's looking nice and bearish. Excellent. And our charts are looking nice and bullish. Whoops. Okay. So yeah, those are our reads for today. I think that our next big move is up. Our next big move is up for all the reasons I stated in this live stream. Guys, hope this was helpful. Hope it was useful. Like, share, and subscribe as usual. And I hope you have a nice rest of your weekend, if it's still Sunday where you're at. And if it's not, have a great Monday if you're in Japan or somewhere in Asia or in Africa. All right? Peace.